OG versus Tundra, game 1.
Look at the early itemization here. 33 going for that Blight Orb. An aggressive build on this Visage. Sometimes we see the early Blade or just early stats for extra last hitting, but it tells me Tundra wants to fight on this lane, try and abuse the squishy support, and if it's Oracle or Maiden up there early, and just trade for the kills.
Currently watching the matchup of 9 versus BZM. We see the top lane of Yuragi and Misha in that Morphling lane. We said the lanes are super important here to keep Tundra from being able to snowball. So what are the things we're looking for when it comes to these side lanes in particular?
I mean, the lane equilibrium already disrupted top for Tundra. It's a great sign for them. They just want this lane back so the Visage plus melee hero can go to work, especially if they get level 2 and level 3 fast. This Misha Maiden already got nuked down really hard. And this is kind of a bad sign. You don't want this lane shoved out so fast for Crystal Maiden. She kind of wants to wear you down over the course of that shove out and get the kill at the end. Yeah. And that bottom lane, it's a similar story. OG wants this lane back for the Sneyking so he can farm. Tundra wants to keep it up so Sneyking can play the lane with the right clicks. Equilibrium super important for these two side lanes early on.
They opted to put the bottom 5. You don't have as much kill threat in this lane. A bottom Slark is very much chipping you down, abusing right clicks, abusing like individual skill in the CS. And I can definitely see a world where if Tundra plays as well, suddenly Sneyking's low HP, can't come up to the wave. This is essentially, oh my goodness.
Ooh, that was a lot of damage. Skiter actually getting super low. That's it. Amar picks up the first blood. Up against quite a bit, and Gunner, who also plays the mid tusk all the time.
Yeah.
We're gonna watch Taiga actually. Looks like he's gonna be chased down here. Sneyking. Oh, the double high ground hit.
That was the Crimson item. That was the Crimson
It was
Mirana.
the cosmetic pay to win right there.
Damn straight.
But yeah, talk to me about Tusk versus Ember.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting that 9 picked Tusk into Ember. I think for a lot of people, they'd be pretty happy playing Ember into the Tusk because you just can't kill you ever, and Tusk is a hero that thrives off of early kills, early momentum. So it's kind of interesting that 9 picked that. I mean, 9 is a player with a very specific hero pool. But I think both sides will farm early, but it's one of these lanes where the Tusk needs to get stuff done other places because at some point you're going to start getting slighted infinitely, and you don't have a way to deal with that regen, right? You can't really punish the Ember back. He's going to sit there and keep pressing this stupid button on you, and you lose all your HP. And so Tusk is sort of on a timer in that regard. Like, you see the CS is very even, but you can already see the slight starting to add up. Once level 5 comes around, level 7, it sort of becomes uninhabitable for Tusk.
You're getting doubled up on Morphling. It's pretty bad. Another Burrow Strike fight.
Yeah, Sandstorm doing some work. Sneynking's going to hop out of it to be able to finish off Taiga. Should be no problems there. And you can see the strength of the Slark is building up now against this Sneyking. He has no options here. He's going to be blocked up. He does manage to pick up the bounty rune, yes, but it's all but inevitable. He's going to go for the Burrow Strike, perhaps to the other side of the cliff, but he gets hit by the snowball first. But maybe OG is going to put some serious effort here. 9 is going to be chased down by the 2 supports. BZM hoping to catch up and get a slight.
Gonna go for it.
He's going to go for it with the remnants and a little bit more. They got the Fairy Fire. Here comes Arrow. Nice shot from Sneyking. Beautiful play by him.
Upside is once your cores come online, OG supports come online as well. That's why they're trying to get this blink on Amar. He's going to do some ancient
Got the
farming.
epicenter. He's going to throw it out here. He's going to do some ancient farming right under the nose of Tundra, apparently, while Taiga is going to be chased down by 9 here. No hope to be able to save him. Amar popping the healing salve underneath this Sandstorm, while the rest of Tundra trying to get the last hits.
Got a sentry, it seems.
9's trying to hold the aggro out of the Sandstorm
Yeah.
here. Oh, got them both.
Very nicely played, and he gets a little bit of damage.
There it is.
Now they see him. Oh, the pounce barely off the mark. Burrow strikes over the side, and now BZM is here to be able to help him out. Amar just on the sliver of HP, but they can't quite see him. They're going to be able to kill Skiter as well. BZM to the rescue, and now 9 may be the 3rd pickup as OG. Oh, beautiful shards. BZM doesn't quite have a lot of mana. Does he have enough to be able to jump over to the other side? His slide is not going to be good enough. He has plenty of remnants.
Just something that is pretty cute and like something Faith Beyond's done in the past, but occasionally when these offlaners that can farm Ancients, if you don't feel like you have the ability to go mid for whatever reason, maybe OG has too many heroes there, you rescind a little bit, you farm the Ancients, you get your pot on this level 7, now suddenly, you know, have this little bit stronger time, maybe a minute later, and I think that's something that Tundra is more willing to do than a lot of other teams, who maybe lose a little bit of focus, maybe they force this mid push a bit too much, waste some time, and now suddenly their economy gets hurt a lot, and OG, you know, starts to creep back a little bit.
I mean, this is the Slark Diffusal. We're on a level 7. Amar's just channeling.
Yeah, he's... Ooh, okay. Snowball, they're going to go for Misha here. Amar still trying to set up. Good save from Taiga. The Crystal Maiden's still eventually going to die. And look at that. Saksa gets a really nice toss back onto the Oracle as well. Taiga does what he can, but ultimately he's just going to be throwing damage around before he eventually dies and gives another stack over to Skiter.
Man, the amount of pump fakes from Amar. I thought he knew that smoke was coming. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my,
seriously.
how does he know? But
Put pressure on the mid tower or anything.
Oh, they wanted Slark or Tusk out of that move.
Yeah. Very cute.
That is a very Tusk thing.
First the punch, then the high five.
I can't kill you, but I'm going to sit here and annoy you. I'm going to cast my spells. You're going to be mildly irritated. But there's more coming now, and yeah, I mean, the map being small like this, OG's heroes, they can only really kill you out of spot.
Oh, they surprised him, but the Shrink Morph went off just in time, and now that has actually baited 9 into death here because OG actually brought the full party here. Everybody but Amar.
Looking for Amar again.
Oh, sneaking in from behind. Saksa's going to be able to get the toss back, and they land the pounce immediately afterwards. Burrow strike in a second, but he can't get it off in time. That pounce just lasted too long, and the TP had to be canceled, so this is a free tower push.
Oh, there's a glyph here.
Free pick off on Misha, but there's going to be the jump in from DCM. He's getting caught by the birds, perhaps. The Morphling cut
out
in.
of mana.
Needed to go for Sneyking, gets burned out of all this mana. They land the pounce there as well, and 33 is full health. Here comes the epicenter, and Misha with a great ultimate as well. The arrow! It stops the epicenter. No chance for Amar. A toss back from Saksa. What a hit with the avalanche toss combination, bringing everybody low, and Tundra just got to clean through the OG heroes.
Oh man, what an arrow to stop that epicenter. So much damage negated in the fight. OG cannot clean it up.
We're losing. We need to make something happen. I need to catch a guy.
Oh. Pounce immediately afterwards. Manta trying to dodge a little bit of damage. It does manage to get the slight jump away just in time. The pounce faded, but 9 is just able to go for the next hero. Taiga, he was there to try and help out BZM and may have been able to do something, but does cost him his own life. And apparently cost them their tier 2 top tower as well. Things are getting very dark indeed for OG in this game 1.
You know, the gold lead, since they got the Aegis, not really changed very much.
Misha, that was rather bold. Anything for that extra frostbite, I guess. You just walked in melee range of the birds on that one, and Tundra's like, okay, we are already planning on pressuring some more. Ooh, Amar? Saksa really trying to force this by going behind. It does set up Amar for the opportunity. The epicenter for the avalanche actually went out there and stalled things out, and with the Morphling already dead, there goes all your damage. Tundra, they're just way too big. Kill on Misha, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, this comes back to, I mean, we talked about the heroes and the fact that OG's damage very, very similar, and suddenly this Wraith Pack pipe comes out, you're looking at the heroes and you're like, wow, we can't kill anyone. And when you're in that state where you're just dodging and you're just sliding around the map, it's all on the other team to mess up because they have all the power in the world. They can kill you and you can't kill them, and suddenly they're just squeezing you in, you're getting squeezed and squeezed and squeezed, and suddenly you have no net worth and they just throw on you.
I agree. This map is entirely Tundra's control, and like we saw earlier, they're just farming it up everywhere. I mean, Skiter's just going into the whole team alone.
Finds an opening here. Taiga not going to be hit by the arrow, but still hit by that extra pounce. He's going to have a little bit of help here. Does, of course, have the Aegis, so it's perfectly fine for Skiter to be super aggressive here. After all, he's setting up the rest of the team to come in from behind. Nice block in there with the shards. It's going to set up an arrow. That's going to land onto Taiga. They're going to leave their supports behind. OG full bailing out once again.
Yeah, you can see your ult. Uh-oh.
Oh, up with the punch, the snowball, the arrow coming in as well. The Shrink Morph is doing its work, but now they've got the pounce, and that's going to be good enough. Misha, freezing field, but he just dies too damn quickly. BCM is going to be locked down. Amar goes through, hits the Burrow Strike only onto 1. They're focusing on 33, but he is super tanky, and Skiter is completely uncontested. One by one, he will just knock down these heroes, take away their agility, and that is it. OG. Well, GG out. Right, we're heading into game 2 here. Our panel has already stated, hey, this is looking like a much better setup. Quinn, in fact, backstage was saying, yeah, this game actually looks playable. What changed in the draft that we feel so confident that OG is going to have a better time game 2?
I think the lanes are much easier for OG to function. I also think whenever you look at the way the damage is dealt this game compared to the prior game, if anything, I would say Tundra is more in terms of this similar low damage types of thing. You have Shaker, you have Spirit Breaker, you have Potom, who without a really good start is not super high damage. Lifestealer, it's a lot of these sort of very mid-range damage heroes sort of go from the front. You're against a Timbersaw, you're against an Oracle, Primal who's tankier than the Ember last game, PL who has very, very good scaling this game. I think there's a lot of dynamics that are nicer for OG this game.
Curious about this mid-matchup. The panel discussed a little bit the Spirit Breaker versus the Primal Beast. This matchup's very weird, right? Because you're, as I say that, and already off to a different pace. That Timbersaw lane getting damage done between the heavy nuke damage. Sneyking pays the price with level 1 Starstorm.
Yeah, it seems Sneyking just really underestimated the firepower of this lane. That's very awkward. But yeah, back to this. I mean, we don't ever see this matchup. What is this?
I don't think anybody's ever seen this matchup. Maybe
Quinn, have you ever played this one?
I've never played or seen this. It looks like it might be Spirit Breaker favored.
Yeah,
if you ever
Quinn, walk us through the details of this match.
Yeah, really get into the minutia.
So
Please, we need your
Unga Bunga. That's
the
most
matchup?
of it. Yeah.
He's walking him down.
Oh, there it is. You
Okay.
said it. It's just who bigger, you know, who bigger who.
He is in
That's all it is.
yell,
And Primal, yeah, Primal Beast has got the uproar. He's the biggest yeller. He's pretty happy with all their lanes. The Phantom Lancer, who's bottom of the bunch, really isn't that far behind. Seems like mid lane's going very well, which is a little surprising to me. Taiga is going to be able to pick up the kill on Sneyking again here, as he just does not seem to match up well against this 4 Oracle. Misha getting a little bit low, but so is 33. Yuragi gunning for it. Does have one more Phantom Rush, and that final swing will get the kill. A big one to be able to take down 33's Visage. Already setting him behind in laning phase.
Yeah, this hero is very, very strong. The kill 30 provides is crazy. He gives you initiation. He can scale like crazy. He gives you a buttload of stuns as the game progresses.
And his lanes are just non-stop fighting.
Misha is going to get a bit low here, enough to push him back. Here comes the
Actual charge.
first big rotation, the actual charge coming in from 9. They're going to start throwing some damage into Yuragi. They manage to force him to use the doppelganger early, which means this charge is going to be beautifully placed. Misha interrupt, but they can't quite stop it. 9 still gets off his ultimate and will be able to get the kill on
BZM.
BZM is now here.
The
And he really just
dinosaur.
grabs up Saksa, slams his head into the pavement, and bye-bye support. There's nowhere for him to run to. Taiga will gladly take that killing spree. He's like, you know what, guys? Yeah, I'm going to play the sacrificial role. I'm going to play these healers and stuff, but I still want the last hits.
This right here is not what you want to see.
Yeah.
The Lifestealer has been kicked out of his lane, and that is a worry. If you're ever on the team with Lifestealer and he's getting forced to leave.
BZM protecting Taiga, and the setup here. Taiga secures the kill with the Purifying Flames. Dominating streak for him.
With this BZM, you know, abuse him with your charge him back. OG's gonna have free reign playing behind the bar right now. He's once again trying to solo kill Sneyking.
They have the burst, spells,
So close.
half a second off.
Your boy with a lot more armor than that Sand King.
Sneyking, he went and denied the rune. The Fisher comes out, and BZM still managed to get the charge forward. Sneyking is going to be grabbed up here. Slam, slam, slam. He doesn't have a leap, so bye-bye, Sneyking. Try and set this up. 9 actually popping out of that smoke. Taiga's already here as well. They're going to start scouting things behind the tower. They're going to go for Amar, but Taiga is behind him. They need to be able to address this Oracle and kill him quickly. They get that fast kill, and now Amar, let's see if they can chase him down. Saksa was on the other side of things. He's going to need to hit a lot of stuns, and the rest of OG, yeah, they're here. Amar turning around with the Chakra, the Moonlight Shadow, allows them to get on top of BZM. Oh, they didn't have any detection. They didn't expect this one. Even with the arrow coming in, it's not needed. They just bursted down that Primal Beast. 33. They want this. Oh, no.
Knocked to the low ground.
Got knocked to the low ground, and Misha pursues after him. Oh, that wasn't what you wanted whatsoever. Did Misha, I wonder if Misha had the idea that, like, don't worry, guys, I'll toss them back up.
It's going to be extremely hard for Tundra to deal with. Meanwhile, BZM, he's just keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Yep, trying to go for Saksa. They do have Skiter showing up with the charge coming through as well. BZM may be in a bit of trouble here, but Taiga's sitting in the back. He's ready to go with the save of the False Promise. Misha, he's going to use it there. Taiga, Misha turns around. He does what damage he can. False Promise is going to wear out. He probably will die here, but at least he did some damage on his way out. Taiga almost getting charged. They lose vision. Now they get into the charge. Oh, the self-purge. What a beauty. And a big onslaught in from BZM. Knocking back 4. He'll bring down Sneyking first. With the Infest inside of his 9, they're going to be able to get a little bit of a reset here. But is OG going to keep pursuing? Is Tundra going to fight back underneath his tower? Both teams posturing, feinting, but ultimately not pulling the trigger.
What a sick Fortune's End by Taiga there. Catches them both, prevents the charge connection, gets the purge as well. And BZM is just rampaging.
The damage is just overwhelming. A DD for BZM.
Moment to take the fight, turn it around with the Lifestealer.
They still have an opportunity. Maybe able to burst down BZM. They get him. And the jump in from Misha puts him in a nasty position. Skiter should be able to finish this up. Once again, there's going to be the False Promise, but Misha knows he's dead. He'll just go down fighting where he can. Amar's going to show up. Skiter needs to go down. That's the Infest, and he's dead. Overextending himself. Echo. Oh, Yuragi has overextended himself. And the Fisher straight over onto Amar was a nice touch there from Saksa as well.
All right, Tundra striking back with this random river fight that just connected off the back of that smoke. BZM did not get BKB off or anything. That's a completely different fight if it goes the other way. Moonlight Shadow.
wants to go back in. They see Amar. Skiter leading the charge. He's going to start slowing him down with a Maelstrom. Actually does a little bit of damage there. BCM, oh, he was trying to hunt down Saksa. Now the turnaround Fisher, and once again, he's just getting 100 to 0. No BKB going on. 33. Yuragi was trying to address him to be able to eat through that cloak, but now Tundra playing together went back to 33, made sure the Phantom Lancer wasn't a problem. Now they're going to try and chase down some more heroes, and that's going to be Taiga. Once again, he's following his course into battle, but when they lose that fight, he has
that awareness and not getting, pulled into something you don't like, I think is very clutch.
Saksa, oh, this could be deadly.
This is the blink reveal too.
This is the blink reveal. He's going to go and with this smoke get a really nice lane ward, but if the smoke breaks right here, he's going to go for it. Fisher goes out, jumps straight in, Echo, half health already, but the damage still isn't there. They need more fall from the rest of the team. Skiter's trying to do what he can, but the false promise already got out on Yuragi. Yuragi's going to go back in. He needs that Aegis. Wants to be able to pick it up. BCM managed to snatch it away. Now grabs up the Lifestealer, slams him down to the ground, and he's dead. Misha, he's going to fall, but the fight is won, and Tundra are on the retreat. 33 going to be chased down by BZM. Big, bad, primal beast slows him down, and they're going to just keep the vision. 33 has no way out of this one, I think. Slowly but surely, they're going to catch up to him. They're going to work him down, and that is going to be 3 heroes dying, and the Aegis picked up for OG. What a turn that could have been if only Tundra had been there with more heroes. Saksa hit the entry, but there was no follow-up. Point, you just become another support, perhaps. Uh-oh. He's going to maybe have to blow the BKB. Nope, the Fisher's going to come through. Really good setup. Another Ice Echo. They're going to change on Yuragi. Oh, the offslide. It's not enough to be able to save him. The BKB goes out from 9. They go for the invest. 9 can keep the charge going up, and he's immediately. He had a laser focus. He is looking out for that Oracle. He's got a head on a swivel, and he found him, and now they're going to be able to get the Timber Saw as well. 9. Really good incidental damage, brings him down to like half health.
I mean, it's also about how OG wants to start the fights. It's a bit awkward for OG to find the opening. Yeah. You have this Shadowblade Breaker charging around the map. Everybody's Moonlight shadowed, like Haste Rune drummed around in the back line. You're not going to find the Shaker. He has Force Staff and Blink now. Do you want to just go on the Visage? It's pretty awkward, right? Even the Nace is invested. You don't even see these heroes.
Elite Metaphor Staff. Sneyking, Mule's on cooldown. He'll be able to just TP out of Amar, and if they can cleanly get out, reset, and maybe go again, they'll feel pretty good about it.
I mean, this is a dynamic we didn't really talk about that much, but while Dire may have had some damage issues earlier in the game, they have no issues of stuns. OG really not very easy for them to start fights. It's either a charge, it's a Marcy jump, it's an Oracle Q, not really super consistent ways. Dire has like 15 angles, 12 stuns, like they're coming from all different places. And if Radiant isn't invincible, at some point it's a little bit spooky for OG to actually start the fight, like Avery was saying.
Now Tundra just boldly going into the triangle here. Yuragi's going to start it off, though.
Yeah, once again,
they found the Shaker.
Sneyking, they found the Earthshaker. That is so important. They have the Chakram going out. Saksa gets a little bit of Force Staff away. Sneyking helps him out, and they manage to reset. Meanwhile, Skiter put the damage and already killed Misha. They're going to find the real Phantom Lancer here. Managed to get the ultimate off on him, too. He's going to be false promise. They need to be able to save him. BZM right in the middle of things, trying to go for the break, but the Vincent took hardly any damage whatsoever. And it seems like Tundra as a whole are looking pretty good as the Echo goes out in the back line to try and distance himself away from this Timber Saw. And now the rest of the team starts funneling in. They weren't able to get that chain done. Visage needs to get out as well. Fortunately, that Aghanim Scepter allowing him to fly away. He's keeping on top of Yuragi, while Amar did find a little cubby hole to be able to TP out.
Is all this garbage?
Another infest charge.
Oh, they found the Oracle. They had the vision, they get the charge, and they also hit Misha at the same time. So both supports already dead in this team fight. Meanwhile, Yuragi, most of his time was spent being stunned. Visage familiars and the Visage himself dropping one after the other, completely stalled out any damage he could get down during that time. Tundra is going to respect OG here. They should. A buyback went out from the Oracle, so they got a lot out of that. No reason to push their luck. Oh, he into the back, and he's going to be able to catch. They spotted the Oracle. Their charge is coming through, and he's already dead. BCM, meanwhile, does manage to grab 33. They've broken him and managed to get through his cloak, but he dropped down into stone form, so he's good. And Skiter now comes in with a cleanup. A charge on through. Bumping BCM. Gets a bash as well. He's done. Slammed on the Yuragi, and that is it. Triple pickup for Skiter. Ultra kill in the end. And now it's time to go high ground. Tundra.
OG's item progression.
Let's see if they can hold. The double Chakrams doing so much damage. This buyout of the Aghanim Scepter, it may just be what bails out OG, or maybe Tundra can't be done. Misha gets up top. The Visage is dead. He doesn't manage to get up the stone fort. They've already cleared through the ages as well. 9, he's going to have to jump away. The Shadow Blade back out. Saksa spotted as well. Oh no, Tundra. Now they're not even going to be able to get Elena Barracks off of that. They cleared out the tier 4s. No Infest. He's got an armlet toggle to work with, but he immediately gets grabbed. The charge on through. Denied. He gets canceled by the AoE stun from BZM, and now 9 is going to be in some trouble. Run down by the Phantom Rush. A chance of revenge. A charge away just in time. Initiating stun and the damage to follow it up to win a fight for OG. This is a great opportunity if they can get it. The Sneyking kill, maybe not so much, but the Earthshaker does manage to slip away. Now the charge on through, they couldn't even kill the pot up. Misha is now dead. Amar's looking for something to be able to hunt, but look at Saksa playing the edges here. He's ready to go back in. The charge is controlling up BCM. He's not getting anything off. Now they've got the Fisher. The chain's done onto the Phantom Lancer. Yes, a false promise goes off last second, but is he even going to be able to have the heals? He's got the heart pumping away. He starts to throw some damage over to 9, but it's just pitiful. He's going to get zonked out. The heart regen is not going to be enough, and GG is called. Tundra 2-0 over OG.